All right, folks, buckle up because the news cycle is spinning faster than a DJ at a Swiftie rave. We've got updates that are dropping hot and heavy, and you're going to want to hear every single second. From personal lives hitting the headlines to financial futures being planned, the world is buzzing, and we're here to break it all down for you. Get ready for the must-know stories that everyone will be talking about. Let's dive in. First up, a familiar face in the sports and entertainment world is back in the spotlight. We're talking about the incredible journey of a sports reporter who captured attention long before a certain pop superstar entered the picture. Get ready to meet the woman who was part of a high-profile relationship, her career highlights, and how she's navigating life post-breakup. This is a deep dive you won't want to miss. Then, we're heading to the stadium where familiar cheers turned into jeers for a beloved athlete. What happened when a star player showed up to support his college team, only to be met with a less-than-welcoming reception from the crowd? We've got the full story on the unexpected reaction and the surprising crowd dynamics. Next, shifting gears to the big picture, we're analyzing a relationship that's captured global attention. With an engagement announced and wedding bells on the horizon, experts are weighing in on a crucial financial decision that often comes with major commitments. What does the future hold for this power couple's finances, and will a prenup be part of their I-do's? We break down the million-dollar question. And finally, we're addressing the living situation of one of the most talked-about couples. Are they sharing a home, or are separate addresses still on the agenda? We've got the latest intel on where this famous duo stands when it comes to cohabitation. Don't go anywhere because we're about to unpack it all. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and let's get started. A sports star's former flame takes center stage. Before the record-breaking tour and the stadium-filling anthems, there was another prominent relationship that captured public attention. This story shines a light on Kayla Nicole, the sports reporter, model, influencer, and podcaster who was in a high-profile, 5-year relationship with NFL star Travis Kelce. As the world eagerly followed Kelce's burgeoning romance with global superstar Taylor Swift, many turned their attention to Nicole, curious about her life and how she was navigating this new chapter. Her recent social media activity, where she shared a quote about choosing joy, sparked considerable discussion among fans and commentators, highlighting the intense scrutiny she faces. Nicole herself has spoken candidly about the exhausting nature of this constant analysis. "It's pretty constant, exhausting," she admitted, noting that even simple posts about the sky being blue can lead to commentary linking back to her past relationship. The challenge, she explained, is the pervasive comparison to Swift, a situation that has made her question her own self-worth at times. Despite this, Nicole expressed genuine admiration for Swift, calling her very talented. However, Nicole is far from just an ex. She's a multi-hyphenate talent in her own right. Graduating from Pepperdine University with a degree in broadcast journalism, she has carved out a significant career in sports media, covering both the NBA and NFL for outlets like Barstool Sports and ESPN. Her interviewing skills extend beyond the sports world, having spoken with numerous celebrities. As an influencer and model, she has partnered with major brands such as Revolve, Crocs, and Savage X Fenty, and has even launched her own fitness line, Tribe Therapy, which emphasizes the mental health aspects of fitness. Her journey has also included a memorable appearance on Special Forces, World's Toughest Test, which she won. Throughout her career, Nicole has been open about her struggles with body image and self-doubt, particularly in the fitness space, sharing that she often felt she wasn't good enough until she met certain physical standards. She has since embraced a more authentic approach, recognizing that perfection is an unattainable goal. The relationship with Travis Kelce, while ultimately ending, was a significant period. They experienced a brief breakup in 2020, which Travis addressed publicly, refuting rumors about infidelity. They reconciled by November of that year, but officially parted ways in May 2022. Even after their split, Travis felt compelled to defend Nicole against rumors about financial arrangements during their relationship, stating that she had her own stable career and that financial contributions were never an issue. Nicole herself has pushed back against these claims, humorously questioning on a podcast if she looked like someone who would split bills 50-50. Currently, she's focused on her podcast, the pregame, and other ventures, adopting a private approach to her dating life, stating her intention to only be with someone if marriage and children are the goal. Her current stance is clear. She's dating, but doing so discreetly, prioritizing her peace and future plans. Public reaction has been a mix of support for Nicole's resilience and continued career success, alongside the inevitable comparisons and commentary fueled by the high-profile nature of her past relationship. But the spotlight on Travis Kelce isn't just about his past relationships. It's also about his present interactions with the very fans who once cheered him on. Next, we're heading to the stadium, where familiar cheers turned into jeers for a beloved athlete. Home field advantage turned sour for a football star. Arrowhead Stadium is usually a place of roaring approval for Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. However, during a recent college football season opener, the star player found himself on the receiving end of a surprising wave of boos. Kelce attended the game on August 28th to support his alma mater, the University of Cincinnati Bearcats, as they faced off against the University of Nebraska Cornhuskers. The game, held at Arrowhead, was intended to be a showcase for his college roots, but the atmosphere quickly turned hostile when Kelce appeared on the Jumbotron. As the camera panned to him in his suite, wearing a Cincinnati Bearcats hat, a chorus of boos erupted from the crowd. This reaction was particularly jarring given that Arrowhead is Kelce's home turf, the venue where he has played for all 12 of his NFL seasons. The visual contrast was stark. Kelce proudly displaying his Bearcats allegiance while a significant portion of the stadium, dominated by Nebraska fans who had a much shorter drive to the venue, expressed their displeasure. One video shared by Yahoo Sports captured the moment, showing a Cincinnati fan in a Kelce jersey surrounded by Nebraska supporters making thumbs-down gestures. This incident immediately drew strong reactions online, with many criticizing the behavior of the Nebraska fans. Comments flooded in, with one user stating, "Seriously, Nebraska fans show some class," and another expressing embarrassment, "Nebraska is my home state. The behavior is embarrassing. Sit down." A defender of the Nebraska crowd explained their reaction, noting, "We didn't start booing until he showed his Bearcats hat. Nebraska is Chiefs Nation. I lived in Nebraska when I first became a Chiefs fan." This sentiment highlights a unique dynamic where loyalty to the NFL team can sometimes supersede college affiliations, especially when the opposing team's fanbase is heavily represented. Adding to the star power in attendance, Kelce was joined by his older brother, Jason Kelce, who also played for Cincinnati, and his fiancée, Taylor Swift. Several of his current Kansas City Chiefs teammates, including quarterback Patrick Mahomes, were also present, underscoring the significance of the event for the Chiefs organization. The boos directed at Travis Kelce drew parallels to an incident involving Swift earlier in the year. During Super Bowl LIX in New Orleans, Swift was also shown on the Jumbotron and met with a similar negative reaction from the crowd, prompting her to question what was happening to a friend. The game itself concluded with Nebraska securing a 2017 victory over Cincinnati. For Kelce, this experience was a stark reminder of how his public profile, intertwined with his relationships and affiliations, can lead to unexpected fan reactions, even in a place he calls home. The incident has become a talking point, illustrating the passionate, and sometimes divided, loyalties within sports fandom. Audience impact. The public reaction online largely condemned the booing, with many fans calling for better sportsmanship, while some Nebraska supporters defended their actions based on perceived loyalties. But beyond the cheers and jeers, there's a much bigger financial conversation brewing for this high-profile couple. Next, we're analyzing a relationship that's captured global attention. With an engagement announced and wedding bells on the horizon, experts are weighing in on a crucial financial decision that often comes with major commitments. A billion-dollar romance. Will a prenup seal the deal? In the wake of their engagement announcement, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are not just planning a wedding. They're navigating the complex financial landscape of a union between two of the world's most prominent figures. Swift, a global music icon with a net worth estimated at $1.6 billion, and Kelce, a star NFL player with a considerable fortune of his own, are entering marriage with substantial individual assets and earning potential. Financial experts are now weighing in on a critical premarital decision: the possibility of a prenup. Swift's status as the world's richest female musician, coupled with her meticulous brand management and business acumen, suggests that a prenuptial agreement would be a logical step. As senior lead advisor Jessica Ray notes, branding is important to her. So, making sure she retains that identity, that individual recognition, likely will carry into the way she approaches things with her marriage as well. A prenup is a legal contract outlining how assets and debts will be divided in the event of a divorce. It can provide clarity and prevent protracted disputes, especially for couples with significant wealth. Ray emphasizes that prenups can bring clarity to a couple's financial situation, accounting for both individual assets and potential hidden assets, like brand partnerships and unique business investments that might not be obvious on tax returns. Kelce, for instance, has leveraged his NFL career into lucrative endorsement deals with major companies and has investments in ventures like an Alpine Formula One racing team and a restaurant. Swift's wealth stems from her music sales, touring, streaming, merchandise, and extensive real estate holdings, with her music catalog being a particularly significant asset, especially after repurchasing the masters for her first 6 albums. The financial disparity between the couple, Swift's estimated $1.6 billion fortune compared to Kelce's $70 million, further strengthens the argument for a prenup. While both are successful, the substantial difference in their individual net worths makes a formal agreement a sensible measure to protect their respective financial legacies. Ray explains that such an agreement helps reduce conflict at the end of the day and allows couples to maintain their individual financial identities, even while building a life together. It's about acknowledging that both are contributing, but also respecting the assets built prior to the marriage. The potential implications of not having a prenup for a couple of their stature could be severe. Without a clear agreement, a divorce could become a very lengthy and very, very costly trial, according to Ray. This is particularly true given the complexities of intellectual property rights, touring income and endorsement deals for Swift, and career longevity, injury risk, and performance-based income for Kelce. A prenup can also address joint assets acquired during the marriage and outline provisions for spousal support, ensuring a more amicable separation if needed. While the exact figures of their combined net worth are staggering, with Forbes estimating it at $1.67 billion, the core of the prenup discussion centers on maintaining financial harmony and protecting individual achievements. Ray suggests that prenups don't have to be solely about division, but can also be about ensuring the well-being of a partner, even in the event of a split, thereby removing insecurities stemming from asset disparity. Audience impact. Financial experts widely agree that a prenup is a prudent step for a couple with such significant and disparate wealth, citing benefits like clarity, conflict reduction, and protection of individual assets. But even with wedding plans potentially taking shape, there's a question of where this power couple is actually laying down their roots. And finally, we're addressing the living situation of one of the most talked about couples. Are they sharing a home, or are separate addresses still on the agenda? Separate lives, inside Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's living arrangements. Despite the excitement surrounding Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's engagement, a key milestone in many relationships, moving in together, has not yet occurred for the superstar couple. Reports from TMZ indicate that the pair still isn't officially living together under one roof, and that sources with direct knowledge confirm there's no current joint love nest on paper. This living situation is understandable given their demanding careers and frequent travel schedules, with Swift having spent considerable time on her record-breaking Eras tour. While a joint residence is not currently in place, sources suggest it is a future goal. An insider told Us Weekly that the couple is prioritizing starting a family, with Swift reportedly in a strong position in her career to take time away for children. They absolutely want a family, their dream is to have kids, and they will not wait too long, the source shared. This desire for a family might influence their decision-making regarding a permanent home. The couple is reportedly exploring various locations for their future family home, indicating they haven't yet settled on a specific city or state. They are looking at different destinations and aren't 100% sure where they will plant roots, so that's why they have been looking around, a source revealed. While some reports suggest Ohio, near Kelce's hometown of Cleveland Heights, as a potential location, their options are numerous. Swift owns properties in New York City, California, Rhode Island, and Nashville, while Kelce has a home in Kansas City. This means they have multiple bases from which to operate and potentially choose a future shared home. The practicalities of their careers, Swift's global tour and Kelce's NFL season, necessitate a degree of flexibility. This might explain why solidifying a single residence together has not been the immediate priority. However, the focus on family planning suggests that a more permanent cohabitation is on the horizon. The couple's approach to their living situation appears to be deliberate, prioritizing their careers and future family goals before fully merging their households. Audience impact. Fans are keenly interested in the couple's domestic life, with discussions often revolving around their future plans for marriage and family, and where they will ultimately choose to build their home. That's the latest on their living situation, but the story of their journey together is far from over. And that wraps up our deep dive into today's top stories. That's a wrap on another packed news update. We covered the sports reporter navigating life post-Kelce, the star athlete getting booed at his own alma mater's game, the major financial considerations for Swift and Kelce's upcoming wedding, and the latest on their living arrangements. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to the Roger Report for all your essential updates, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to follow us on all our social media channels for more exclusive content. We'll see you in the next one.